Imagine a kid walking through a big, noisy world. Everyone else seems to know the rules. Everyone else seems to act normal. Meanwhile, this kid, you, notices things. Tiny things. Quiet things. Feelings under other people's words. Patterns most people miss. But because the kid doesn't understand this yet, they think something must be wrong with them. Like they're a butterfly trying to walk like a crab, not realizing they were born to fly. This weirdness, this difference, this sensitivity, it's not a curse, it's a clue. A timeless prophecy, if you want to call it that. One that appears in every myth. The child who feels out of place is actually the one carrying the hidden gift. Not magical powers, but a simple, deeply human inner skill that grows when you stop pretending to be someone you're not. Every hero tries to avoid their destiny at first. Why? Because being yourself can feel scary. So you learn to hide, to soften your voice, to ignore your gut. To pretend you don't feel what you feel. And the more you shrink, the heavier it feels. Science would say the brain hates when your inside and outside don't match. Psychology would say hiding your emotions leaks out sideways. NLP would say your identity starts to split. But in kid language, it's like trying to wear shoes that are 3 sizes too small. They rub, they squeeze, they fucking hurt. And that pain builds over time until something inside says, this isn't working anymore. Along the path, the little hero meets a guide. Maybe it's a wise grandparent. Maybe it's a future version of themselves. Maybe it's that quiet voice in the back of their mind. The guide speaks simply. There's nothing wrong with you. You're just not listening to what you actually need. Authenticity isn't telling everyone everything. It's not shouting your truth from the rooftops. It's quietly, honestly saying, this is what feels right for me, even if no one else sees it yet. That's the beginning of your activation, your upgrade, your frequency shift. Not mystical, just the moment you stop fighting yourself. This is when the hero tries something tiny but brave. They say no when they mean no, or yes when they mean yes, or I need a break, or that doesn't feel right. And suddenly things get clearer, like cleaning a dirty window. Thoughts get quieter, choices feel easier, drama fades. You stop caring so much about other people's judgments. This is coherence, the inner click of everything lining up. It's like finally drawing a map that matches the territory. Every hero faces tests. Yours might look like wanting to people please, worrying about being too much, getting scared of saying what's true, avoiding uncomfortable feelings, slipping back into old habits. But each test teaches a simple lesson. Ignore your boundaries, you get tired. Ignore your feelings, you get confused. Ignore your intuition, you get stuck. Avoid discomfort, you prolong suffering. None of this is punishment, it's just human nature. And each time you choose honesty over hiding, you grow stronger inside. One tiny truth at a time. In every story, the hero meets a moment where something must be released. For you, it's simple. You stop carrying the lies you told yourself just to fit in. I'm not allowed to need things. I shouldn't speak up. I must keep the peace. Everyone else comes first. My weirdness is a flaw. When these beliefs get too heavy, they crumble. Not because you force them, but because the weight of pretending becomes heavier than the fear of being honest. And when they fall away, something surprising shows up underneath. You, the real you. The one who was there the whole time. Now the hero begins to recognize their real strengths. Your gut feelings, their pattern recognition. Your sensitivity, it's awareness. Your weirdness, it's creativity. Your emotions, it's internal guidance. Your instinct, your brain predicting what matters. When fear stops choking these skills, they rise like seedlings after a storm. That's what myth called spiritual gift. Not supernatural, just human perception, no longer smothered. And the reward is simple. You see yourself as capable, powerful, connected, aligned. Maybe for the first time. Now the hero starts walking into the world differently. No longer begging for permission. No longer shrinking to fit. No longer apologizing for existing. You begin to trust your gut. Read people intuitively. Sense situations. Tune into what matters. Set boundaries. Say what you mean. Make choices that match your values. This isn't magic. This is maturity. This is coherence. This is coming home to yourself. Every hero returns with an elixir. Yours is simple and timeless. When you stop lying to yourself, life stops lying to you. Clarity flows outward. Honesty simplifies everything. Your world rearranges around your alignment. You're no longer disappearing, you're emerging. You're no longer broken, you're becoming whole. You're no longer strange, you're evolving. And all the weird parts of you, the sensitive parts, the intuitive parts, the parts you hid, become the seeds of new strengths. This is the prophecy. Becoming more yourself changes your life more than becoming someone else ever could. And that grounded, human, messy, powerful return to authenticity is what myths call ascension. Not rising above life, but rising into it. Becoming who you are always meant to be.